if I want more appreciation, from my partner, it would sort of seem logical that you would just ask for more appreciation. And what counterintuitive thing is that actually tends to sound like a defense. If someone says, "Hey, I need you to, show up more, or I won't put more effort into the household," and you're like, "Hey, I just want more appreciation for how it is," to the person saying, making that request, it sounds kind of like you're just being defensive, like you're just saying, "No, I'm not going to take your feedback, and I'm just want it how it is." So asking directly, especially in that moment when you're feeling like a complaint or something, has that sort of opposite impact. A former partner of mine had a father who was super negative. Just every time I saw him, he was always complaining about something, and he constantly complaining about my partner, and she couldn't do anything right, and it was just a really negative relationship. And I had asked her about it at one point, and she said, well, he has this belief about karma, that there's an equal amount of good and bad in the world. So anytime someone says something positive, he feels like he has to say something negative to balance it out. Anyway, so we had purchased a new car, and we were driving the new car to show him and my partner at the time, her mother's, and to show them this new thing, and like, "Hey, isn't this cool that we got this new car?" And so I decided to try and experiment. And we pulled up, and it came out and was like, "What's this new car?" And I said, "Well, look, here on the door, there's a scratch, and there's a dent on the other side, and the miles are kind of high. And I know this type of car has been known to kind of have some mechanical problems. And so, but this is the car we got." And he looked and he said, "Nice car. I like it." And it was the first time I'd heard him praise anything that we had done. So, I know he had this one particular belief, and not everybody shares that belief, at least not explicitly, not consciously. But I do think that there was something at play there, that sort of natural law where if I just started with acknowledging the things that maybe weren't perfect about the car, instead of trying to prop out how it was great, it was so much easier for him to balance that out with the appreciation. So I think that leads to the key of how to get more appreciation, or one of them.
Yeah, I just want to double underline that just for a second. We talked about this as the secrets to getting more appreciation. And what Bryan just revealed is, often if you're the complainer and you're with a partner who wants to be appreciated, what will unlock your ability to appreciate them more and maybe stop complaining for a moment. So what you appreciators ought to give that person who's in that complaining mode is an acknowledgement for how it is. And that acknowledgement for how it is part of what relaxes the complainer, who's seeing all the things that are right or wrong about something, knows that it could be better, believes in that future vision, and therefore is also tuned to be discerning and to notice what isn't right in the system that's in the way of that future vision being realized. If you'll relax, the best thing you can do, one of the best things you can do to get more appreciation, is to acknowledge what in the system could be even better, right? Acknowledge what isn't in its ideal future version of what it could be. And this funny example with this car, the first time her father had ever said anything positive was when he acknowledged from the get-go, okay, here are all the issues with this car. And that allowed him to give it an appreciation. So this is a little hack, a relationship hack. And as someone who often inhabits that future vision state in our particular dynamic, he tends to be the appreciator. I tend to be the one that holds possibility, and we make a really good partnership there. But it means that we are both prone to the shadows as well. And I know that if he's wanting more appreciation, if he'll acknowledge what's happening, the part of me that feels like I'm on guard for that vision, now it's like he's on my team. He sees what I see. I can relax and just appreciating him for all of the incredible positive intention and love that he brings. So that's like hack number one, which is acknowledgement. You want the secret to more appreciation from your partner is to acknowledge how it is now and acknowledge where it might not be living in to that potential future possibility that you and your partner probably both hold.